Hello everyone, my name is Shikha Khatri. Nice to see you again. Today we will learn development of female gametophyte, pollination and types of pollination. Now let's move on our first objective, development of female gametophyte. Development of female gametophyte involves the study of pistil, megasporangium and female gametophyte. First we will learn pistil. Pistil is also known as carpel, in which we can include stigma, style and ovary. According to number of pistil or carpel, we can classify it into three categories: monocarpellary, bicarpellary and polycarpellary. What is the meaning of monocarpellary? That means a single carpel is present in flower is known as monocarpellary. What is the meaning of bicarpellary? Two carpels are present in the flower is known as bicarpellary. What is the meaning of polycarpellary? More than two carpels are present in the flower is known as polycarpellary. Now again we can classify into two categories: syncarpous and apocarpous. What is the meaning of syncarpous? That means more than one carpel is present but they are fused with each other. We can observe it in hibiscus flower. Next one is apocarpous. Apocarpous, that means more than one carpel is present but they are not fused with each other. Carpels remains free. Now at the center of ovary, ovarian cavity is present and placenta is present at the center of ovarian cavity. Megasporangia arise from placenta. Here in diagram you can see the structure of stigma, style and ovary of the flower. It is a female reproductive organ. Let's move on megasporangium. Megasporangium is also known as ovule. Ovule is the place where megasporogenesis process takes place or megaspore formation process takes place. After fertilization, ovule is converted into seed. Ovule is attached with placenta by small stalk and that stalk is known as funicle. Here in diagram it is indicated as funiculus. The junction between funicle and ovule is known as hilum. The small opening is present at the tip of the ovule, that is known as micropyle, or that end is known as micropylar end. Two protective layers are present. That protective layers are known as integuments. Within integuments and embryo sac, few cells are present. That cells are known as nucellus. They are rich in food material. Next, opposite to micropylar end, chalazal end present. Chalazal end is present. Inside embryo sac, 3 antipodal cells, 2 synergid cells, 1 egg cell and 2 polar nuclei are present. Now, what is the meaning of megasporogenesis? It is the process of formation of megaspore from megaspore mother cell. They perform meiosis process. They produces 4 megaspore tetrad and they are haploid in nature. Now next one is female gametophyte. Generally megaspore mother cell are diploid in nature. They perform meiosis process and produces 4 haploid megaspores. From that only one can survive and remaining can degenerate and disappear from the embryo sac. That one megaspore performs mitosis division and produces 2 nuclei. Again they perform mitosis division and produces 4 nuclei. Again they perform mitosis division and produce 8 nuclei. Now from that 8 nuclei, 6 nuclei covered with cell wall and converts into cell. Now in embryo sac, 3 cells are present at the end of chalazal. That cells are known as antipodal cells. and 3 cells are arranged at the end of micropylar. From that, 2 cells are known as synergid cells and 1 is egg cell. And at the center, 2 polar nuclei are present with central cell. Here in diagram you can see that the pollen grains enters in the embryo sac and fuses with egg cell. In this diagram you can see 3 antipodal cells are present at chalazar, 2 synergids and 1 egg cell are present at micropylar end, and at the center 2 polar nuclei with central cell is present. Dear students, do you know what is the meaning of pollination? Pollination is the process where pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma of the flower by different kind of agents is known as pollination. In figure you can see a pollinator transfer pollen grains from one flower to another flower. Now we will learn types of pollination. How many types of pollinations are there? There are 2 types of pollination, self pollination and cross pollination. What is the meaning of self pollination? A pollen grains transfer from anther to stigma in the same flower is known as self pollination. Self pollination is also known as autogamy. Examples are wheat, rice, pea, etc. Next one is cross pollination. What is the meaning of cross pollination? The pollen grains are transferred from one flower to another flower of different plant. Examples are papaya, maize, etc. One more, geitonogamy. What is the meaning of geitonogamy? Geitonogamy, that means pollination occurs in different flower of same plant, is known as geitonogamy. Now next topic is agents of pollination. Agents are generally known as pollinators. There are 2 types of agents, abiotic and biotic. Abiotic, that means non-living, and biotic, that means living. We will see first abiotic agents. In abiotic agents we can include wind and water. Wind, that is known as anemophily, and water is known as hydrophily. In wind, flowers are small, colorless and nectarless because they don't want to attract any living organisms. The anthers are well exposed in environment because they want to release pollen grains in the environment. Pollen grains are small, light, dry and non-sticky because easily they can fly from one flower to another flower. Stigma are large, hairy and feathery. In water, that means it is observed in aquatic plants, but it is limited to about 30 genera. Pollen grains are covered by mucilaginous material because they want to prevent from the wetty environment. Flowers, in some plants flowers are immersed above the water level. That time pollination occurs through insects, and in some plants flowers are at the water level. That time water is the medium for the pollination. Now biotic agents, that means by living organisms, we can include animals. It is also known as zoophily. Now these are the animals which helps in pollination. First one is by insects, entomophily. By birds it is known as chiropterophily. By snails it is known as malacothephily. By birds it is known as ornitho. Hope you understand. Thank you.